People often ask me, what's the secret to success? And smile because they're expecting something deep, something complicated. But the truth is, success is not hidden in big things. It's hidden in small habits that most people overlook. See, God never said, despise not the mountain. He said, despise not the day of small beginnings. Why? Because everything big started small. Every oak tree started as a seed. Every millionaire started with a thought. Every testimony started with a test. But here's the thing. People don't fail because they don't know what to do. They fail because they don't do what they know consistently. Small habits don't look like much when you start, but over time, they build momentum. You don't get in shape by going to the gym one day. You get in shape by showing up every day. You don't get rich because you made one good decision. You get rich because you made 100 small, wise choices over time. Success is never one event. It's a series of small, consistent habits that build on each other. Let me tell you something. It's easier to act your way into feeling than to feel your way into action. Most people wait until they feel motivated, but successful people act first because they know motivation follows motion. The moment you move, your mind starts catching up. Let me break it down for you. You wake up every day and read one chapter of a good book. You're not just reading, you're training your mind. You write down your goals every morning. You're not just writing, you're programming your focus. You pray before your day starts. You're not just praying, you're aligning with divine direction. Small habits, but big impact. The problem is we underestimate small obedience. We want big blessings, but we ignore the small instructions that lead there. The Bible says, if you're faithful in little, you'll be ruler over much. That's not just a verse, that's a law. Faithfulness is the seed that multiplies everything it touches. See, success doesn't come from intensity, it comes from consistency. Anybody can get excited for a week, but what about 6 months? What about a year? When you do the small things daily, they start doing something back to you. They shape you, they build your discipline, they change how you think. Let me give you an example. You can tell where a man's life is going by what he does every day. Show me your habits, I'll show you your future. Because habits create patterns, and patterns create results. Now, let's talk real. Some people want a new life, but they won't build new habits. They say, I want peace, but they keep feeding chaos. They say, I want success, but they keep planting laziness. They say, I want more, but they keep doing less. Here's the truth. Your habits reveal what you truly believe. If you believe you can win, you'll act like it. If you believe you're chosen, you'll move like it. God doesn't bless your wish, he blesses your work. Faith without works is dead, and success without habits is temporary. Let me tell you something else. Every habit you form is either a weapon or a weakness. You're either building momentum or losing it. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're depositing into your future. Every time you choose delay, you're withdrawing from it. Small habits are like seeds. They don't grow immediately, but they always grow eventually. When you start doing the right thing daily, heaven starts taking notes. And one day, the compound effect shows up, not as a miracle, but as a harvest. If you pray daily, you start thinking clearly. If you save a little every month, one day you stop worrying about money. If you serve others consistently, favor begins to chase you. If you speak life over yourself, confidence becomes your default. But if you do nothing daily, don't expect something suddenly. Listen, it's not about what you do once in a while. It's about what you repeat when nobody's watching. Success is built in silence. The results just make the noise later. You see, the world rewards results, but God rewards faithfulness. People see the shine, but God saw the sacrifice. People clap for your success, but heaven claps for your consistency. Let's be honest. We live in a generation that wants microwave success, but God works with crock pots. He develops, he refines, he seasons, because small habits teach you patience, and patience prepares you for greatness. You don't need to move mountains today. Just move the pebble in front of you. You don't have to build the empire today. Just lay one brick, but lay it right. Because how you do small things determines how you'll handle big things. So here's what I want you to remember. Your habits are your harvest. Your habits today are shaping your tomorrow. Every small act of discipline, every small decision of faith, every small habit of consistency, they are silently writing the story of your success. And if you ever get tired, remind yourself, you're not doing this for applause. You're doing it for alignment. You're not doing it to look successful. You're doing it to become the person who can handle success. Small habits, big results. Don't wait for the breakthrough. Build it. Don't chase success. Grow into it. And when you do, you won't have to announce your results. They'll speak for you. Because God rewards what man overlooks, the small, the steady, the faithful. So keep going. Keep building. Because the small things you're doing today are preparing you for the big things you've been praying for. Now let's bring this home. Because small habits don't just create big results in business, they create big results in every part of your life. Let's start with money. Money doesn't come to people who want it. Money comes to people who manage it. And how you manage money isn't about how much you have. It's about what you do with the little you have. If you can't tithe off $100, you won't tithe off $10,000. If you can't budget $500, you won't steward $50,000. See, it's not about the amount, it's about the assignment. God gives seed to the sower, not the spender. If your habit is spending everything you make, don't ask for increase, because increase without discipline is destruction. But when you build the small habit of managing what's already in your hand, heaven opens new streams. That's why I tell people, saving is not a money issue, it's a mindset issue. You can't pray for abundance while practicing waste. You can't declare wealth while living in disorder. So before you ask God for more, ask yourself, have I been faithful with what I already have? Now let's talk about relationships. Some people are praying for better relationships, but they haven't changed the small habits that ruin them. They don't listen. They don't communicate. They don't forgive. They want love, but they practice pride. If you want strong relationships, you've got to build small daily habits. The habit of appreciation, the habit of patience, the habit of giving people grace, the habit of saying I'm sorry even when you don't feel like it. Because relationships don't fall apart from one big fight. They fall apart from small neglects that pile up. Just like a garden dies when you stop watering it, relationships die when you stop sowing into them. The same way you schedule your business, you need to schedule connection. Small habits keep love alive. And now let's bring it to spiritual growth. You can't grow spiritually if your only time with God is on Sunday. You can't expect divine direction when you only check in with heaven once a week. Spiritual strength is built the same way physical strength is, one small repetition at a time. Read a verse a day. Pray before you scroll. Thank God before you complain. These small things sound simple, but they shift your atmosphere. The more time you spend with God, the more your habits start looking like His character. You start talking different, thinking different, responding different. And the more consistent you are in the small things, the more clearly you hear Him in the big things. See, when you master small habits in these three areas, your money, your relationships, and your spiritual life, your whole life begins to align. Because success is not about one big win. It's about daily alignment with divine principles. When you fix your morning, your day changes. When you fix your thoughts, your emotions change. When you fix your habits, your life changes. Most people are praying for a breakthrough while ignoring the small cracks in their foundation. But if you'll fix the cracks, the breakthrough will take care of itself. Because small things done right are not small. They're strategic. Let me remind you of this. God doesn't give you what you ask for. He gives you what you're ready for. And small habits make you ready. That's why the Bible says, to him that hath, more shall be given. You know what that means? It means when you already have a pattern of faithfulness, God keeps adding more opportunities because He knows you'll handle them well. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one small habit that aligns with your vision and do it every day for the next 30 days. Don't start 10, just one. Because when you change one habit, that habit starts changing you. Start small. Stay consistent. Watch God multiply it. Because success isn't a mystery, it's a pattern. And patterns are built by habits. So keep sowing your small seeds. Keep doing the unseen work. Because your daily obedience is the down payment on your future blessing. Small habits create big results, not because of what they do, but because of what they make you become. And when you become better, everything around you follows. That's how God works. He multiplies faithfulness, not fame. He rewards stewardship, not shouting. He honors those who build quietly, and when the time comes, he makes the results loud. So if you're still in your small beginning, don't rush it. Keep showing up, keep sowing, keep trusting, because one day you'll wake up living in the harvest of the small habits you refuse to give up on.